Back with high school sports scene, Bill Pucko. We're taking Coach's Corner on the road this time as we're at Pittsford Sutherland High School with venerable tennis coach Joe Thyroff. Joe, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Bill.
You do Sutherland girls, you do men and boys.
Yes.
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
It is to the teams. The boys aren't very happy that I'm doing Sutherland, and the girls aren't very happy I do Mendon. The girls are loyal to the Sutherland boys, and the Mendon boys are loyal to the Mendon girls. So they're not very happy that I do the other school.
Now it begs the obvious question is coaching boys and girls, same sport. The difference is one easier than the other?
Boys are definitely easier. Now I don't want my girls to get upset with me.
They're going to hear this, you know.
they are gonna hear this. The girls are very nice. Okay, this girls team is probably the best team I've ever had as far as coming together as a team. There's no eyes in the team. They're great. However, I found over the years with girls, there's more of a clique. There's groups of girls, you know, they'll go against other girls and so forth. If one is upset with the other one, they could last a while. With the boys, they have their disagreements, and by the time a half hour goes by, everything's okay. You know, so the boys are easier from that sense.
It's funny, you know, that the discussion is around temperament, you know, yeah. Boys versus girls and stuff, and that's like right at the core of tennis at any level. As you look at your sport right now and you see, you know, the United States is kind of on a downswing, how do you see the game?
Well, the foreign countries have done a great job with their instructional programs, with their getting their youth to become world-class players. We have not done that great a job, in my opinion, in the last 10 years. You know, Andy Roddick was maybe the last good one we had that was able to stay into the top 10 for quite a while. We do have some good juniors coming up. I say they're juniors because they're 18 years old, but there's a player named Jack Sock who played in the U.S. Open this year. He just graduated from high school, and by the way, he played high school tennis, and he's the number one 18-year-old in the country and so forth. So I have a good feeling for our country and for the youth that are coming up.
Do you think we'll ever see the days of McEnroe and Connors again, though? Where, you know, this was United, yeah. This was a big-time sport in the U.S.
Very big time, and I hope we do, but it doesn't look bright. I mean, Connors, McEnroe, they're the ones who really brought the public to the tennis courts because of their popularity.
And what had happened? Did golf just eclipse it?
Tiger Woods had a lot to do with that, and you just knew that people were going to migrate to golf because of Tiger.
Well, you know, personally, the sport itself, I mean, when you look at tennis, I mean, it's a great sport, isn't it?
It's a super sport. I love the sport because it's not only do you have to have the skills, but you also have to have the physical ability to play out there for sometimes 3-4 hours, running back and forth. I don't think people really realize how physical it is. We watched Haley here hitting for a while, and you saw the sweat she worked up, and she's just hitting, you know, back and forth. It's a very tough sport.
Well, look, thanks for joining us, Coach's Corner. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Bill.
The venerable, do you mind if I call you venerable?
No, that's fine.
Venerable tennis coach of the two Pittsfords, Joe Thyroff, in the Coach's Corner.